Hi, boys and girls. Now we're going to do our reading lesson. Okay, so in part 1 of your learning packets, you have the book Grumpy Mr. G. Grumpy Mr. G. So I want you to take the pages all the way from Grumpy Mr. G. There are 9 pages in the book. Thank you. And then you have the ends. So I want you to take the book, and if you have a stapler, if you could staple the book, please, together. Grumpy Mr. G, from the cover page until the end. So you're going to need this for the lesson. Also in part 1, you should have the icon board, Grumpy Mr. G. So I have my book and my icon board. And then finally, we're going to need our questions. There's only 3 questions. 1, 2, and 3. This is all in part 1 of your learning packet. Okay, please pause the video if you need time to get your materials together. Okay, last week we read What Does Paris Hear? So the book was about a girl who uses her ears to listen, to hear everything around her. Some of the noises were loud and some were silent. So the tap tap was quiet, but the knock knock was loud. So this was our book from last week. We are moving on to a new book that has to do with sight, with looking, with our eyes. So last week we read a book about listening with our ears, and this week we are reading a book about looking with our eyes. If you want, this is optional to follow along with me with an iPad, a computer, or a phone. You can go to the website www.n2y.com n2y.com, and then you're going to go to the top corner with the 3 lines, and you're going to go to sign in, and then you're going to click on student, and then enable QR code scanning, the blue please, allow, and then you're going to take a photo of the QR code. That everybody has one of these. So you're going to line it up and take a photo of the QR code. Just like so. And then all of our lessons from the packet are in the Snowflake. This is our curriculum, ULS. This is different. This is positivity. We are focusing here. And then the book, Grumpy Mr. G, should be the Easy Read book. The Easy Read book. There it is, Grumpy Mr. G. Again, this is optional if you want to support the learning. All students have this book in part 1 of their learning packet. Okay, so let's read the story together. And if you want, you can have this out in front of the students, and you can encourage them to point to the vocabulary words. All of the vocabulary words from the story are on here. Grumpy Mr. G. You can review the vocabulary words with the students as well. Okay. Grumpy Mr. G. What does grumpy mean? He's so grumpy. Is he happy or does he look mad? He looks mad. He looks very grumpy. He's in a bad mood. Grumpy. I wonder why he's so grumpy. Let's read the book and find out. Grumpy Mr. G. So on this student's profile, I have a level E book. It should be the same, level E. If this is a different level on your iPad or computer or phone, that's okay. It's the same book, it's just some are different levels. All right, find page 1. 1.
Mr. G is grumpy. His window is made of clear glass. The sun shines through his window. The light shines into his eyes. This wakes him up early every morning.
Mr. G is grumpy. His window is made of glass. The sun, every morning the sun comes through his window and the light gets into his eyes. This wakes him up early every morning. So he has a problem. What is the problem on page 1? The problem is that the light from the sun is coming out through the window and it's getting into his eyes and he's waking up. Okay, find page 2. Mr. G needs to sleep. He wants to make his room dark. Curtains can help make his room dark. So Mr. G goes and he buys different curtains. So his problem is that the light is coming through the window. He wants to buy curtains, right? To put over the glass to stop the light from coming in. Okay, find page 3. Mr. G hangs up thin white curtains. He pulls the curtains closed. He goes to bed at night. Will Mr. G get some more sleep? What do you think about these curtains? They are white and they are very thin. What do you think? Is this going to stop the light? Yes or no? What do you think? I think that these curtains are not going to work. I don't think they're going to work. No. Let's see what happens on page 4. The next morning, Mr. G wakes up early. Light is shining in his eyes. Oh no! He sees a lot of light coming through the curtains. The curtains are not too thin and white. They did not make the room dark. So these curtains on page 4 did not do a good job. He still has the same problem. All right, what is he going to do next? Turn to page 5. Oh, it looks like he got different curtains this time. Mr. G hangs up different curtains. They have black and white stripes. He pulls the curtains closed. He goes to bed at night. Will these curtains help him get more sleep? What do you think about these curtains? Are they going to keep the light out? Are they going to fix his problem? Yes or no? What do you think? I think no. I don't think they're going to help him solve the problem. I think the light is going to come through. Let's see what happens on page 6. The next morning, Mr. G wakes up early. Light is still shining in his eyes. He sees some light coming through the curtains. The curtains only keep out some of the light. They did not make his room dark. Oh no, he still has the sun coming in his room. Find page 7. This time, what color did he get? Black. That's right. This time he got big black curtains. This time Mr. G hangs up thick black curtains. He pulls the curtains closed. He goes to bed at night. Do you think he's going to get some sleep? Will these curtains work? What do you think? Is the light going to come through? What is your prediction? Are these curtains going to be good? Are they going to help him? Yes or no? I think yes. I think these curtains are going to work for him. Find page 8. And if
The
you
next morning, Mr. G wakes up later. The light does not come through the curtains. His room is very dark. It is hard to see anything.
The next morning, Mr. G wakes up later. The light does not come through the curtains. Hooray! These worked. His room is very dark and it is hard to see anything. So these curtains did a good job. These curtains worked. Find page 9. Do you think he's going to still be grumpy? Is he going to be in a bad mood? Yes or no? I think he's going to be happy because he got a lot of sleep. Mr. G is not grumpy anymore. The thick black curtains block the light. He did not wake up early. Now he will be able to sleep more, and Mr. G is happy. What does this say? If you touch it. The end. All right. So if you want to review some vocabulary words, you can. So looking here, can you find Mr. G on your board? Where is our character? Where is Mr. G? There he is. All right. What about, where are his eyes? Where are your eyes? So here we have all of the nouns right here. Where are Mr. G's eyes? Yay, there they are. Where is his window? Window. Right here. Okay, let's focus on some descriptive words, some descriptive language right here in the middle. Where's the color white? White. Right there. Where is the color black? Black. Good job. Okay, let's move on to our action words, our verbs, right here. Find sleep. Sleep. Right there. Where is see or look? Right there. Good. And one more. Where is wake up? In the morning, I wake up. Right there. Great job. All right, thank you. Next, we will be doing our comprehension questions.